Mary Meet, Annie here. Welcome back to the Flow of the Rite series. At this point, you have returned to the place of your ritual. You're ground and centered. You've lit your working candle and your charcoal. You have issued the clarion call, and you've taken up the mantle. The next step is opening up to what is greater. We all develop our ways of opening up a channel of energy. A lot of you use the tree meditation, where you visualize that you are firmly planted with roots that go deep into the ground, and at the same time you raise up your arms, which become branches, branching out and into the world. The importance of these visualizations is you are aware of a channel of energy. And the energy which goes back and forth and up and down, which is the result of that. It reminds us that we are a conduit of energy. Not necessarily unless we choose to be a vessel containing energy, but a conduit of energy. Something that energy flows through. What works best for me is the pillar meditation. My experience of the pillar meditation began in my first circles when we gathered before anything happened. We did this meditation together. Mind you, those ritual days were pretty strict compared to what a lot of us experience now. Imagining gathering in with your coven mates for one of your rituals. A lot of you now get together and there's a lot of talk and laughter and catching up what's happened between then and the time you've seen your friends before, and it's busy and it's just a lot of energy but bebopping around. That is not how we used to enter circle in my early days. We entered in silence. There was time later, don't get me wrong, after the ritual was over we socialized and we drank and we ate and we had a great old time. But the gathering in was not considered to be a time of bringing outside energy in. We gathered in silence. And it really was pretty powerful, because one by one, as you were each arriving at the place that the ritual was going to be held in silence, you felt the increase of energy. As your friends arrived and you felt their personal energy and you heard their breathing and the sounds of their body and the rustling of their clothes, and it was like a beginning of a building of the energy. And before we actually entered our circle, we did a pillar meditation. It is almost exactly the same thing as the tree meditation, so many of you may know. It's standing with your arms straight down, standing erect and standing straight. And be aware of the fact that the energy of who you are doesn't end where your feet touch the ground. Imagining a channel of energy which comes through your body and down and out, continuing to infinity underneath you. And also then as you stand erect with those arms down at your side, imagining a shifting of energy, which is the energy which rises up your body and out the crown of your head, onward and upward forever. And then the powerful part of that visualization is at the same time envisioning the channel of energy that you are that is both directions. So it is this, the constant back and forth of energy through you. Truly seeing yourself as a conduit of energy. I think the tree meditation, and I think in America we first ran into that pretty commonly with Starhawk. I wonder if it wasn't a way to bring down to the natural world, to something we might envision a bit easier, the concept of the pillar meditation, because it's the exact same energy. But there's no roots and limbs in my way of preparing to get to a place of opening the channel of my energy. I use the pillar meditation. Why? Why do I do this? It's a way of opening up. It's a way of reminding myself that what I'm about to do is not just about me, that it is expansive, that I am one with it, but that it is a flow of energy. It's the difference between seeing ourselves as a vessel of energy or a conduit of energy. It's a powerful reminder as you're about to enter ritual that you are more, that you are expansive. It's the power of being huge. That's kind of a simple way of looking at it. And for me, it's the right place to do this as I'm about to settle down to do the work of my ritual. You end up very aware that you are the center because you're working from your core when you do this visualization. So you have that beautiful paradox of realizing that the whole universe is centered. It's right here. But at the same time, you're part of something that is so, well, beyond your power to comprehend where it ends. So centering and opening up, all happening at the same time, experiencing yourself as a conduit of energy. In a way, we become aware of mystery and wonder, that sense of vastness, of, without needing to put a word on it, everything that's not us, while holding at the same time onto what is precious and unique and very much us in the midst of all that. It's the power of looking at that night sky, looking at the stars. You can get lost in them and feel like I'm nothing amongst all of this, or you can be aware of, in all of that, there's only one you. The uniqueness of your personal experience and the vastness of everything you can't possibly know or conceive. I find that a good place to begin a ritual from. So I have adapted into my personal rituals the old pillar meditation that I used in my first circle. Opening up to the what is greater than should give you a sense that there is something beyond what you understand. But the comfort level in this and the place you need to begin your ritual from is, I don't need to name this. There's a certainty about there being so much more than just you in your ritual, but there is no need to define it. It's simply opening yourself up. Next, we will be honoring our altar and dedicating it to the work of the rite. I wish you mirth and reverence. Merry part.